Well, as much as you don't want to think about it, wintertime is right around the corner. This morning, Ansley Watson is telling us about ways to find ways to stay fit during the cold season. So good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. Fall is here and winter is slowly approaching, but don't worry, we will help you out on giving you tips on how to keep that motivation going. I get it, you want to sit on the couch, snuggle up, and eat brownies. That's all I want to do during the winter time, but it's good to stay active. And you might not realize it, but you probably stay more active in the fall and winter than you actually think. So stay with us to see why. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ansley. For people like me, that means we've got a couple of months yet maybe to keep getting in shape and ready for it.
Work your way up to it before the first snowfall.
Yeah.
Oh, don't say snowfall quite yet.
It's 11 after the hour, so the cold isn't here quite yet, but that doesn't mean you should stop staying active. This morning, Ansley Watson is telling us more about how we can get motivated in the fall and get ready for what's to come. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. You know, with the leaves falling in the fall and the snow falling in the winter, you have to rake and shovel, and that's working out right there. So to talk more about that with me this morning is Alex Hawley here at Anytime Fitness. She's a manager here. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Ansley. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm well, thanks for asking.
So tips on raking and shoveling correctly and efficiently. Tools, proper shoes, what do you need?
All right, well, to get started, so let's just talk about, we'll stick to the raking at first because nobody wants to really think about the snow yet. It just started turning into fall, so the leaves are just now changing. We're going to have to be raking soon, and I know the Make a Difference Day is coming up at the end of this month, and we'll have some volunteers out for Northern, so let's make sure the students also know how to rake properly. Proper shoes for the fall, you know, skid-free shoes, so something that's going to keep you stable, you don't want to fall. The number one complaint about raking and snow shoveling is that, as well is the low back pain. So you always want to make sure you warm up, and I'll show you a little bit later how to warm up properly. We'll warm up properly a little bit later, but really the shoes are important, and of course in the snow you want to have shoes that, or boots, winter boots, of course, we'll get into those as well. The treads on those, so you're not slipping on the snow and ice. You know, maybe you've got those clamp-ons on the bottom of your shoes that you're not slipping with. All right, and then we want to talk about rakes and shovels and proper size. You don't want something with a handle that's too little. You don't want something with a handle that's too big around. You want to wear gloves so you protect your hands. Of course, in the winter or in the fall, we don't think about the gloves as much, but really, those leather gloves are going to help. You might get blisters on your hands otherwise, so make sure you have gloves on. Winter, it's more for finger coldness, right? And then we're going to be, the size of the rake and the size of the shovel will really, you know, a smaller shovel means less snow you have to lift and carry, and really we don't want to be lifting too much, so we want to be pushing things away. So again, we'll go back into tips and tricks on proper form to protect ourselves and restrain from getting that low back pain and things like that. But really, proper size of your shovel and your rake, and shoe wear is important.
You know, raking and shoveling can be strenuous activity. Do you need to take breaks after a certain amount of time?
Oh yeah, I would definitely recommend working for 15-20 minutes at a time, taking a short break, and then starting again. We really want to make sure that we're rehydrating as we're working out because it is a cardiovascular activity. You are going to get some workout in. So if you haven't planned your workout and you shoveled, you just had one. All right?
All right, Alex, great. Thanks. Stay with us. We'll show you how to do that, how to shovel and rake properly. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ansley. And this way, after she learns, she can come do, you know, all of our runs. Yeah, there we
Keep her
go.
in shape.
Yeah, it's because we care about her.
Welcome back. Well, once the cold hits, our workout routines tend to backslide a bit. Well, Ansley Watson is at Anytime Fitness this morning to tell us more about keeping the energy up. How's it going there, Ansley?
Good, Sam. Just realize that if you rake your leaves and shovel your snow, you get that work in during the winter time, so there's no excuses. This morning, Alex Hawley, manager of Anytime Fitness, is going to show us proper ways to stretch and warm up before you go outside and rake those leaves and shovel that snow. Good morning, Alex. What are we going to start out with first?
All right, really quick, you know, I know we're all, you know, we're Yoopers. We always are, you know, shoveling and raking, but maybe you're not warming up properly beforehand and you're getting that lower back pain. So we really want to stress that it is really important to do those warm-ups and stretches before we go outside. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do some arm swings and we're going to march in place. So I'll take this from you. I'm going to have you do some arm swings called the backstroke. Yep, there you go.
And why are we doing this?
We're warming up our lower body right now with our legs, so yeah, it's going to be cold outside, so we can do this before we go outside, get our arms warmed up. This is really important for our shoulders because we do want to do a lot of our movement with our arms today. We don't want to do a lot of the lower back twisting. We want to avoid that, but we will warm that up as well. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put our hands
We're going
behind
to continue our workouts for raking leaves and shoveling snow. What's another one we can do, Alex?
All right, real quick, we want to make sure that our legs, because we want to lift from our legs if we do lift, and we want to get that twisting motion with our arms and make sure our arms are moving and our back is not. So we're going to be squatting and throwing. So this is the wood.
Don't twist your back.
Not twisting the back. This is the squat and the throw. And we'll do both sides.
And this is stretching out your back.
You get a little bit of back, but you got to get those legs involved because we want to make sure that we're lifting from the legs, and it's also using those arms. So also, I want you to stretch out your lower back with a twist motion. So arms in front, nicely done, and twisting, open, and then the other side. So again, we want to avoid the twisting of the back, but we want to warm it up as well because we don't want any low back pain here. So keeping that motion going. All right, nicely done.
All right, thanks, Alex. Anything else? Any last moves? Any last advice for people shoveling that snow?
Just remember to warm up. So again, that's the backstroke for the shoulders, the marching, and the leaning forward and getting those legs involved with the back.
All right, thanks, Alex. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson will be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.